Starting tonight was going to be the next event in the CPCA Tour at Poundmaker, Saskatchewan. And with us today to discuss that once again is Greg Buchanan. And so, Greg, though it's at Poundmaker now, originally this show was going to be at North Battleford. So why don't you tell me a little bit about why that change ended up taking place?
Actually, the show is sponsored and put on by Battleford Tribal Council. So the Battleford Chiefs decided to move it from North Battleford to Poundmaker. Various things came into play, and they decided Poundmaker was the best bet for the 4-day show that begins tonight.
It's a 4-day show. We've been used to more 3-day shows previous with like Frog Lake and other shows that have just been recently. And now we're kind of getting into crunch time. Is there any differences that our drivers are going to be going through here to kind of get close to the end of the season in terms of prepping their horses and what they're going to do going into each and every night?
Short turnaround. You go to Frog Lake for 4 days there, wrapped up Sunday, and all of a sudden you're on the road Monday, Tuesday. You set up camp on Wednesday, and you're ready to go tonight. So it's a short turnaround. A lot of race nights in a short period of time. You had 4 in Frog Lake, 4 in Poundmaker, 3 coming up in Meadow Lake, and then the big 5 in Lloydminster for the new Lloydminster Nissan CPCA finals. So there's a lot of challenges, and there's challenges all season long for the drivers and the outriders, and of course the barn crew to make sure those horses are ready. And more than anything, it was a bit of a break for some after the North American Chuck Wagon Championship, with just a 3-day show in Little Pine. But at the same time, you jumped right back into a 4-day show in Frog Lake, and it's a 4-barrel setup in Poundmaker, so it's going to be very similar to the Lloydminster finals in a couple of weeks' time.
And so as we get closer to those Lloydminster finals, we've got 2 guys who are kind of leading the championships right now in terms of the driver standings. Jamie Labicane is in second, and Logan Gorse is leading right now. Is this the time where they're going to be competing and trying to get those extra points? And what about the drivers who are very close? How important is this event in Poundmaker this weekend?
Every night now, going forward until that final Saturday night, because that final Saturday night at the new Lloydminster Nissan CPCA finals is the last night of the season points. And then on that dash on Sunday in Lloyd will be for the Canadian Championship. So every night is vitally important, and there is a bit of a give and take between Jamie Labicane and Logan Gorse, with Logan with a slight lead there. But Todd Baptiste is coming off a show win in Frog Lake where he won the dash, comes off barrel number 4, steals the rail away from Logan Gorse. So look for, Todd Baptiste. He's knocking on the door for that second spot, 3rd right now, and he's climbing up. Another driver that's really made a mark too is Preston Faithful. Cracking the top 4, was outside of that top 4 for the longest time, and all of a sudden a few good runs, and he's cracking that top 4. And the other great story right now has been Brad McMahon. Brad McMahon has been sensational. Wins Little Pine, gets the dash in Frog Lake, doesn't win it. But at the same time, it wasn't that long ago, Brad was sitting 15th and 16th in the point standings. Now he's in the knocking on the door for the top 10.
Certainly is exciting times right now as a CPCA fan and as a CPCA driver. And so, yes, coming up soon will be the finals in Lloydminster. And so lots of great CPCA action that will continue to be covered here on PTLN. And so thank you once again, always, for being with us, Greg.
Thanks, Thomas, for having me.